You competed at New York in 1984.
Yeah,
And then did you go to Seoul?
I did. Yeah, as an Autra again. The sort of competition hadn't combined even at that point. Oh yeah, I mean, God, on a personal level, that's going almost to the other side of the world, and just experiencing something. I mean, it was very different from New York in terms of size, in terms of kind of spectacle. It felt like where things were starting to really take shape in terms of kind of it being a kind of like a global elite sporting event. Not in terms of looking back on from Barcelona, but in terms of if you compare it to New York, and I remember the real difference between New York. Now, one of the real differences between New York and Seoul were the fact that the Korean government, local authorities, or whatever they're called in South Korea, just packed the stadiums to the rafters. Weirdly, lots of churches, lots of school kids though, which we all loved, and that it was all very uniform. And each, I don't know if it was groups within schools or schools themselves, because we were never then able to sort of like make connections with the crowds in terms of sort of meeting and talking, but they were all assigned a particular country to support. But in New York, the stadiums were what stadiums? The arenas were full of people that had travelled with the team, families, friends, and maybe a few curious locals. I mean, what's that expression? One man and his dog. It felt like that for New York, but I don't remember feeling bad about that or upset about that, because I was so kind of blown away by the opportunity to compete on an international stage. You become slightly less sort of enamoured by that kind of 4 years on after you've done sort of other European events, but that a huge memory. And we even now when I get together with other sort of or retired Paralympians, we always laugh about that, because it was so, you couldn't move for spectators, and they were there, and I mean, who knows? They seemed to be enjoying it. What we really loved was the fact that there was noise and cheering, and that felt new and good.